Hi. For my value clarification assignment, I chose the core values of service, integrity, and dignity. These out of the list just really resonated with me, and I feel like they were the easiest for me to talk about and have experiences about. For service, I really chose this one because all my life I've always been a person to help other people out, especially my friends or even strangers, but really just find specifically for friends, whether it just be lending them money or lending them just physically being there, lending my presence, advice, whatever they really need. I'm always there for them and always ready to help. In my notes for this core value, I had elevate service to others above self-interest, and that really resonated with me because, like I'm saying, I do put others before myself a lot, especially on the aspect of lending money. I do do that for my friends a lot, or just buy them whatever they need when they need it, because especially if I know a few of my friends do struggle with that, so I like to help them out whenever I can. Another part of this core value was for social workers, was volunteering their professional skills pro bono, which I don't have any experience with the professional part, but I do volunteer a lot. I was part of the Interact Club at my high school. It was just founded on, all we would do is find volunteering opportunities around the community. We did the backpacks of food where we packed up a bunch of like non-perishables. I did volunteering on my own time. I made a bunch of blankets for the local nursing homes. It's just something I'm really passionate about and I love to do. But that's why I chose service. It's just because I just feel really strongly about that one. The next one was integrity. I chose this one because, I have experience with social workers on this one. My uncle had been living with my grandma ever since, his entire life. And he has a mental disability. And when she died last year, we were struggling to find a place for him to go. We could not have him stay with us, so we had to get in touch with a social worker, like a service, to help find him a home. Basically just like get him back in touch with his activities. He had a daycare to go to during the day, a Kaleidoscope, where they did activities with him and whatnot. But the integrity, the social workers behaving in a trustworthy manner, that was really important to us. He means a lot to us. And we need to be able, of course, to trust whoever we're talking to put him in a good place. And he did. She did a good job. But really, just being trustworthy is really important to me anyway. There's a lot of people who very much are not trustworthy that I and everyone has come into contact with. So that's just a really important one, especially on the social work side, especially if you're doing things for a relative. You need to have that. And then the next one is dignity. I really chose this one because before my mama died, she started developing dementia. And really, from what I remember, just the way she talked, it's just that disease is awful, but it's just, I can really appreciate the workers that we had to come in contact with her to find her a nursing home, get her services with medicine. them being able to respect her condition. I mean, because when I say it was bad, I mean it's just the way she talked, but the level of respect people still held for her, even the employees at the nursing home. I mean, that's just really important to me. People still having respect for others, despite again, even my uncle with a mental disability, people who still find ways to respect him and not push people to the side based on their condition. When I was thinking about biases, I've had a hard time like really finding anything, but I had to put myself maybe in the position of me being a social worker. And when I was rewatching the instruction video for this assignment, I listened to you talk about how you would struggle with families who held really traditional gender roles. And I just started thinking I would have a hard time dealing with families who held negative opinions on the LGBTQ community, or like put their kids through a hard time for being part of that community. Just because that's a situation I am in. And I would definitely struggle with parents who weren't accepting of that, or like just visibly or openly not accepting of that. And really also agree with your statement of struggling with the families who adhere to strict gender roles. Again, I go through that as well. I mean, that's the only thing I could really think of. Families who hold just traditional values for anything and don't come around to changes that are happening in the world. Racist parents, families, that would be hard to listen to or work with. But that is something I would definitely have to work through to get past. But that was the biggest bias that I could think of. So those are the values I really resonated with. That was my bias. Yeah.